Hello, Van Horn Hornets. It's the week of May 6th, and this is this week's communication. Remember to empower all to be successful today for a better tomorrow. Updates. First of all, I'd like to thank everybody for the Principal Day gifts. I had no idea that was even a thing, so it was a very nice surprise. I feel very honored to be the principal at Van Horn, and you guys made me feel very special, so thank you very much. We are going to be celebrating teachers this week, and on May 8th, we will be hosting a breakfast for teachers in the morning in the lounge by Chick-fil-A. I just want to say that you are amazing. I am blessed to be a part of your team, and as we reflect on the year, I hope you see how much our students have gleaned from the hard work that you have put in. So thank you very much. And we will see all teachers in the lounge on May 8th in the morning for a Chick-fil-A breakfast. All right, we discussed open house at our PLC last week. This is an updated schedule. So teachers, your lunch will be your 30-minute contracted lunch. Then that will overlap with family picnic day. We will make arrangements to have our yard aides out during family picnic day. And then Mr. Haycock and I, when the bell rings to end open house, we will go around to classrooms to make sure that parents are exiting the campus on time. I can't wait to see your student work and how much they've grown throughout the year during open house. All right, last week I mentioned PBIS rotation. Mr. Haycock and I could come into classrooms and rediscuss school-wide expectations. I will have that sign up today in the lounge for real, so that if you would like us to come and do a matrix rotation, behavior talk to your classroom, just sign up. We finished pennies for patients last week. We are in process of counting all the money to see who our classroom winners are. So those will be announced by the end of the week. CASP testing continues this week, 3rd through 6th grade. 3rd is testing up to recess at 9:30, and then 4th through 6th is testing up to recess at 10 o'clock. Again, this is protected time. We are starting math, the CAT test today and tomorrow, and the performance task on Wednesday and Thursday with makeups on Friday. I am going to pull a report from our ELA test last week and get those into teachers' boxes so we can see exactly who has completed the test. This Wednesday at PLC, we are going to be focusing on pacing out the interim for grades K2 because we will be starting interim next week for those grade levels. All right, my favorite part, shout outs. Thank you to Mrs. Miracle, Mrs. Hammond, Mrs. Eubanks, and Mrs. Niffen for sharing their Chromebooks during state testing. We had a few that went down, and we needed to pull Chromebooks so that our students could test, and kindergarten was so gracious in sharing their cow with the intermediate teachers. Thank you to Ms. Moore for taking students who needed makeup testing on Friday. I know it's very helpful not only to the classroom teachers, but to those students who need an alternate setting to focus. Thank you to Mrs. Smith for sharing her room during CAS testing over the course of these 2 weeks. I know all of those students who need an alternate setting are benefiting from your classroom, so thank you. Last week, Ms. Martinez took our primary students to Battle of the Books. Thank you for working with those kids all year and helping them meet their deadlines. And then thank you to Ms. Fulton for helping to transport students and supervising at Battle of the Books with Ms. Martinez on Friday. Thank you to Mrs. Smith and Ms. Akins for getting our DIBELS assessments wrapped up. I'm excited to see what our growth looks like from beginning of the year to end of year. A very exciting time. Thank you to Miss Jenny, Miss Arlene, and Miss Cece for your extra support during for yard duty. And then finally, thank you to Mrs. Wolgamuth, Mr. Haycock, and Miss Jamie for your extra support during CASP testing. All right, that's it. Remember our school-wide foci, planning and instruction for ELA and math, data-driven instruction and backwards mapping, and our PBIS matrix focus on lining up and straight lines. Have a great week.